Hello, everyone. I'm Laura Dorsey, and I'm with the Infinite Scholars Program. Infinite Scholars does one thing, we do one thing well, and that's we send deserving students to college. We do this through our mission statement, which is to provide all deserving students, especially financially disadvantaged students and students of diversity, with the guidance and access to financial resources they need to further their education and pursue degrees at institutions of higher learning. For over 2 decades, we have done this by facilitating scholarship fairs. We have facilitated these scholarship fairs in 27 cities across the country, mostly in the Midwest and the East Coast. Obviously, the physical fairs that we have done previously for 2 decades, 2020 said that we had to find a new way of being able to do this. And so, like most educational institutions, we had to come up with a new word, and that was called virtual. So, welcome to our virtual scholarship fair that we're having. Now, I, Laura Dorsey, am uniquely qualified to be your hostess for today. When I am not with Infinite Scholars, I am a college professor. My specialty is that entry level class that all freshman students take. It is called Orientation Strategies for Success. Different colleges call different things. I've been doing it for over 20 years. So understand exactly what a freshman at college would look for. So I'm treating you like tonight, like you'd be a freshman in one of my first classes at college. Now, having said that, as a good professor, I'm going to give you an overview or an agenda as to what to expect for tonight. We're going to go through the entire program. We're going to come back, do a review, and then being able to give you homework. So let's take a look at today's agenda. One of the first things that that we're doing right now is we want to recognize our local organizers. We could not be successful without them. Okay. The Infinite Scholars has a scholarship guide. It has 40 pages of information in it. Obviously, I'm not going to go over all 40, but I'm going to give you some highlights and show you how to get to it. A program that you're going to um, that is going to be uniquely qualified to be here is the More College Offers. Being able to take a look at that More College Offers, one of the programs that we're going to have to take a look here as part of our agenda. The scholarship guide is we're going when we go over the scholarship guide, it's gonna have a wealth of information to be able to take a look at that. Um, to be able to take a look at that scholarship information. So we're going to look at the scholarship guide with the 40 pages of information. Um, More College Offers is a unique program that you're going to have here that you're not going to get anywhere else. And one of the key things that you're going to like love at the end of this presentation. Okay. If you've ever attended an Infinite Scholarship Fair or even looked on our website and seen one, you've seen that most of our claim to fame is our one-on-one sessions with our college reps, and that's what we're going to talk about today, our college library videos and how you can schedule these one-on-one sessions. If you want to make sure that you go to college and you're totally debt free, you can look at paying through college through service. The Army ROTC is going to be here to be able to take a look at that. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about another program that they have, March to Success. I know my students, everybody doesn't always like making sure that they read all of the assignments and everything. So one of the things that we always have in our class is videos. So Infinite Scholars has worked diligently to make sure that we found topic videos that we're going to have you strategies that make you be successful. And so we're going to talk a little bit about those. I have a huge panel of experts that are with me on scholarships, on everything that's related to going back to school. So please put your chat questions out there. The panelists have been diligently working with me all night long. Much thanks to them too for all of their hard work. All your questions have been answered. Again, as any good college professor, I'm going to do a recap. Okay, and then I'm going to give you a homework assignment, 9 things to do to be successful. Someone said, well, what do I do after this is over? That's what this homework assignment is going to do. 9 things for you to do to be successful next. I'm going to do this all in about an hour. We're going to be respectful of your time. Again, my biggest goal though is to give you the information that you need. Now, because this is a virtual scholarship fair, some technology reminders in order to make yourself more successful. So locate the chat icon on the bottom ribbon. Okay, so once you see that, when you chat, only the panelists can see your chat. So other students are not going to be able to answer the questions. So sometimes we get duplicate questions answered. If I see a question that is repeated, consistently, I'll try to answer that, actually on the presentation in between. Okay, so in order to be successful, okay, I'm gonna tell you like I tell my classes, okay, I need you to pay attention, focus. So close all other browsers, any kind of tabs that you were looking at, YouTube or anything else like that, close all of that out and just focus on this, and especially during the videos, it's gonna be your best option here. Durham. Okay. For nearly a decade, the Infinite Scholars Program has been hosting college scholarship fairs in Durham. In the past 5 years alone, over 21 million in scholarships have been awarded at these fairs. We'd like to give a special shout out to our local organizer and my Infinite Scholars brother, Tavon Madison, and the administration and staff at Emily K. Center who have been hosting our fairs. It was my greatest joy that I thought this year I was going to actually be there with you, but we're looking forward to next year. Additionally, we'd like to give a shout out to Brianna Small and the students at Hillside High School. Students at Hillside High School, we had over 100 of them that are attending today. Go Hornets. I think that this has been so amazing. You guys have been so robust asking questions or whatever. Absolutely love it. Looking forward to visiting when I come next year. So now Tavon Madison, my Infinite Scholars brother, will give us an introduction. Tavon.
Peace and love, everybody from Durham, North Carolina. We welcome you to tonight's virtual fair. Those of you who are just beginning, those of you who have already been on the call, again, taking notes, make sure you keep up taking your notes. I want to thank you guys. Again, Tavon Madison here. I'm in North Carolina. As a father, a veteran, and a business owner, I understand how important it is to start your journey off. If I've had this opportunity when I was in high school at your age and your vantage point, I would be taking every opportunity, every tip, every resource, every phone number, every email to follow up with, and just jumping all over that opportunity. Please do not drop the ball tonight, okay? There's an abundance of information. Every panelist that you see here is very passionate about what they do. Use them to your advantage. We're here for you. The Infinite Scholar Program, I believe in this program. It's been around since 2003. We're good at what we do. We enjoy what we do. It's been a labor of love. Please listen and follow up. This is your journey, but we're catalysts and advisors and reps, and we care about your success. All right. So again, Tavon Madison here in Durham, North Carolina. We gave the shout out to the Emily K. Center, but I can't express how important and how vital the local community has been to making sure that these students get what they need. Whether it be a venue, whether it be local business owners providing tables and meals for the recruiters, everybody plays a part in this. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And for the Emily K. Center and the opportunities that they have locally for all of my Durham and North Carolina students is www.emilyk.org. Specifically Game Plan College, direct yourself to that page as well. Added resources in and around what we're doing as well with the Infinite Scholar Program. So just please take full advantage. Can't express that enough. No more excuses, no locked doors. We love you guys. See you soon.
Thank you, my brother, for that great welcome. Like I said, Durham has been fantastic, been part of Infinite Scholars. Tevon has been with us since we started the program in Florida. So it is additional resource and has traveled with us throughout the country too. So he's not just in Durham. He's been a great asset throughout the country. And again, looking forward to visiting Durham next year. Now, getting into the program, one of the biggest things that you're going to have here that are making you successful is the scholarship guide. So while everybody said take out your pencils, let's talk about the scholarship guide and what it has. The scholarship guide is looking like this. It is going to be a wealth of information. Remember that I said there are 40 pages of information. I can't go over all 40 of them and still be your time frame. So let's see if I can just go over some highlights, a few things, a few topics that are available. Okay, there's the federal grant program. Okay, for you all that are new to the whole scholarship thing, grant is a free word. Grant says that this is money that you don't have to pay back. And the federal government has lots of grant programs. The federal government is the largest provider of scholarships. They provide over $150 billion worth of scholarships annually. So you're going to learn how to apply for all of these scholarships within our guide. Free is a good word. So when we look at free, we also want to look at state and city tuition-free options. Parents, that's the key word, tuition-free. Many states offer tuition-free options at state colleges and community colleges. Does your state? Well, the guide will help you. Within the guide, we have 19 states that have free community college. Free, doesn't cost you anything. There are also 6 states that have free 4-year college. I had never heard of this before I became part of this program. Free 4-year college options. The guide is going to give that to you right now, 25 different options where you can go to school for free. If you're looking at trying to earn some extra money and while you're working your way through college, many part-time employers offer you scholarships on top of your salary. For example, if you have a part-time job at McDonald's, it offers its part-time employees up to $3,000 a year in scholarship. That's always extra good money that will help out, I'm sure. If you're looking at paying through college through service, okay, so where it doesn't cost you anything, the guy offers that too. Army ROTC offers up to full scholarships for agreeing to provide military service after graduation. If you're looking at other careers, teachers, nurses, and social workers can get most, if not all of their tuition covered by agreeing to work in high-need urban and rural communities for a year or 2 after graduation. So if these are careers that you're interested in or others, the guide will tell you all about that, how to go to school for free. If you don't want to wait to earn, so if you don't want to wait and want to earn some scholarship money right now while you're in high school, you can do that. They're called micro scholarships. You can earn micro scholarships ranging from $100 to $500 for accomplishing things that you do every day in school, like earning good grades, taking advanced courses, and participating in extracurriculars. The Infinite Scholars has vetted the micro scholarship programs listed in the guide. A lot of people say they're here because they need money. Okay, so there are scholarships that are just out there for people who need money. And there's scholarships out there for special interest scholarships. And so Infinite Scholars has scoured, the internet and making sure that we find them out for you. And we have done the work for you. We have found 8 need-based scholarship programs. And so the need-based scholarship programs are out there. Like if you just need money, whatever, these are private scholarships to be able to help you out with there. We've done all the research for you. Everything is in the scholarship guide. All you need to do is open it up, download it, and start applying for scholarships. There are also 2 pages of special interest scholarships. Did you know that you could get a scholarship just because you're left-handed? We got 2 pages of those, 27 special interest scholarships. Again, you don't have to do any of the work, anything. We have provided you the information and the website for you to be able to go out that. Just by that alone, there are 35 scholarships that you can apply for, private scholarships on top of the ones that the college gives you just by opening up this guide. all of my students love writing essays. At least that's what they tell me. Okay, well, maybe they don't tell me that. I just want to pretend that I do it. But did you know that admissions essays and scholarship essays are not the same? So you're going to learn the tips on how to write a powerful scholarship essay in case a college actually asks for it. We listen to the news. There are lots of scholarship scams out there. Infinite Scholars has identified red flags to help you to avoid scholarship scams. One of the ones that I can tell you off the top of the head is that if somebody says that they're going to charge you to help you find a scholarship, walk away very clearly. Laura, how do I get this information? Okay, I'm glad that you asked. So what you're going to do is that you've already been on our website because you actually had to register for this fair. Okay, and so when you go to our website, you're going to go to our resources tab. When you go to our resources tab, there's a drop down that's going to happen when you hit resources. One of the things that you're going to hit is scholarship guide. When you hit scholarship guide, that first page that I showed you as part of this presentation is going to come up, and you're going to be able to download that information and be able to access all of this information and much more. Remember, there's 40 pages of information. I only went over half a dozen of them, you know, for you to take a look at. If you don't do anything else, 35 scholarships that you can apply for just by opening up the guide. Remember that I told you that at Infinite Scholars, our mission was to make sure that we provide you the resources in order for you to look for scholarships. And so that's exactly what we do. Now, we do that by partnering with, you know, different organizations, our local community organizations or whatever that'll help you with there. One of the ones that you're going to find just here, you're not going to find this anywhere else, is an organization called More College Offers. Why is it called that? Because it's exactly what it said. It is more offers and more options for you to get scholarships. And what we did is that we asked our partner, our program director of More College Offers, John Meadows, to come on and explain to you how this revolutionary college search program will get you in front of 450 colleges. John?
Thank you very much, Laura. I appreciate the nice introduction, and welcome, Durham, Raleigh Durham. Glad you had such a great turnout tonight. Really appreciate your support and your involvement in the programs that Tavon's offering down there. He's doing a great job for us. Like Laura said, I'm with More College Offers. We're a unique custom developed platform. It's a website, and morecollegeoffers.com, and basically it's a big search engine. Okay, it's basically designed to help colleges search large amounts of data. Students that are that attend our fairs, as many of you maybe have attended a fair in the past, it provides a great opportunity for students as well as colleges to connect personally. But of course, with the pandemic and everything, it's not happening this year. And colleges aren't traveling. Most of them can't travel at all. A lot of them aren't able to, most of them can't visit high schools. So there's a real gap right now, and it's real timely that More College Offers is even available for colleges. We have over 450 colleges in our network and growing every day. And basically with the search engine technology we developed, it allows the students that registered today, if you recall, you answered a bunch of questions, and that information will be uploaded automatically for you at no cost. There's no cost to participate in More College Offers for students. And that information will be uploaded automatically in a couple of days for you into More College Offers. And within that time period, you'll receive an email from us with login information, how to set your password, how to go in and update your information. So if you happen to misspell anything or left anything blank in your registration for this event, you can go in and update the information and make sure it's as current as possible. And we really recommend too, if you have any changes in your situation, such as test scores, grade points, as well as any major changes as far as studies, if you want to change degrees or emphasis in college, and make sure that's updated, because the colleges, you never know when they're going to be searching, because they have the ability to search the data. So a lot of the colleges, they'll receive federal grants, as well as have special degree and program scholarships that they're offering this year. They're very aggressive because, as you can imagine, they're all scrambling right now to contact students and make connections and recruit. So it's really difficult for them. And this platform allows them to do that very efficiently. But the key is that your information is current, so that if they do have a specific um, scholarship or admission opportunity for you, then they can find you through the search engine technology. A good instance is if they have a number of colleges receive special grants for STEM majors, and let's say you're an engineering major, and they might have literally a six-figure, $100,000 grant opportunity for you. And make sure that your information is current, and as current as possible anyway. And that's basically it. Basically, another thing is colleges are looking at developing pipelines. So if you are not necessarily a senior, colleges are developing pipelines of connecting with students all the way down to 8th grade. So it's real important that any underclassmen, you get on and go ahead and register. If you know somebody that's not here tonight, wasn't able to attend, then make sure that you invite them to go to our website. They can log in to our website, morecollegeoffers.com, and register as a student. And once you set your password, you can go in and log in on the home page. So it's real simple. Once you go to the website, morecollegeoffers.com, scroll down and you'll see a button that will connect you to a page that'll show all the different colleges. They're all arranged now just by state. So most of the HBCUs are there if that's the route you want to go. The colleges, all 450 plus, are listed. So you can click on the icons that's visible on the website and connect to the admissions department or to their homepage to learn more about the colleges that route. So we recommend you spending some time on More College Offers in the college area and just browse through and see what sort of colleges you might be interested in. The trade schools, private schools, four-year universities, just pretty much everything you can imagine. And they're all vetted by us as far as legitimate organizations. So you don't have to worry about those type of colleges that or degree programs that might be a risk to you. So our site's very secure. You don't have to worry about that. It's been thoroughly tested. So your information will not be compromised once you enter it. And then you also have access to the dashboard, which will list all of the offers that you have, either admission or scholarship, and you can track your progress through the dashboard. And if a college is interested in recruiting you, then you'll receive a message from More College Offers through the platform from the college, and you can either thumbs up it or thumbs down it, depending on what your interest in engaging is. If you thumb down it, then naturally the colleges won't bother you. If you thumb up it, then they'll follow up through the normal communication channels and give you information about what their offers might be as far as scholarship and admissions. So anyway, look for an email from us next few days, and set your password, go in, update your profile, and keep it as current as possible. Again, if you're underclassmen, keep it updated over the years. And also colleges are looking at trying to offer college programs in high school, college credits in high school, which will reduce the amount of time and money you have to spend in college, maybe take off a semester or two by taking classes and getting college credit in high school. Another thing that I really recommend is if a lot of students only have one college in mind or two, and what if you don't get accepted or get the scholarship offers that you're looking for? We really recommend you having more than 3 or 4 in your back pocket, offers from colleges that you can negotiate with. It's like negotiating for a new car. You can pull these offers out. My daughter did that and got an extra few $1,000s from the college of her choice because she had a better offer from another college, and just leveraged that offer with the college. They really wanted her, so they stepped up and found the money, and and worked out a deal where she's able to, get several $1,000s in addition to her regular scholarship offers. So keep that in mind. Negotiate with the offers, even if you don't plan to use them. You have negotiating power at that point. So anyway, appreciate you, and thanks to Tyvon and his team. And I'll turn it back to Dr. Dorsey.
John, thank you so much for providing us the information on more college offers. One of the things that I want to add to what John has been saying too about the pipeline is that we received a testimonial the other day about from the parent of a student who is in her second year of medical school. She came to Infinite Scholars as a high school sophomore. So when John tells you about the pipeline, she was just a sophomore in high school, got her information into the system, got involved with us and everything, ended up going to medical school. So she is in here, her second year of medical school. So we love it when we get those kind of testimonials. And then it wasn't necessarily from her, it was from her parent who's saying, thank you so much, for the success that my child has got, again, as a sophomore in high school. So John has talked to you about 450 colleges that are part of the More College Offers Network, okay? Huge network that's going to give you availability. But when we travel, we don't take 450 colleges with us. We have about a close 100 group of colleges that travel with us on a regular basis. And one of the things that they do when we travel, we're different from a college fair who just provides college information. We're a scholarship fair. And we pride ourselves on providing scholarship information, and the 100 group that follow us, that travel with us all across the country, do just that, provide scholarship information. So we tried to figure out how we could replicate you attending an actual scholarship fair. And so we came up with a master plan. So let me tell you a little bit about our college video library and how this is our master plan to help you replicate attending a scholarship fair. Okay. Again, more than 100 colleges that we have been working with over the summer. And what we did is that we contacted every single one of them and we said, okay, let's put a video out there for the students to watch, okay, and making sure that we ask the questions about admissions. What does it take to get admitted to your college? What kind of scholarship opportunities do you have that are available to the students? And we sat down with these colleges, obviously virtually, and we recorded all of this information. Now, I went one step further and I said to the colleges, I also want to have the students be able to have the opportunity to replicate being at a scholarship fair, talking to a college rep one-on-one. So I want them to be able to call you and schedule an appointment with you. I don't want them calling the 800 number. I don't want them getting the runaround or whatever. I want them to call specifically to one college rep, that one number or whatever. And they applauded, gave Infinite Scholars the possibility. So to be able to talk with the college reps about the scholarship information. So let me tell you a little bit how you get to this. Okay, so remember, you're going to go to our resources guide. And then our resources tab, on our website. And then you're going to, when the drop down comes, you're going to go to College Video Library. When you go to College Video Library, what we're going to have here is a list of these 100 plus colleges, okay, that are part of our unique internal network, our scholarship network. All of the colleges are here. They're all arranged in alphabetical order. We love all of our colleges. We couldn't figure out who to put first, so we put them all in alphabetical order. Some of them have short videos, 3 to 5 minute promo videos, and some of them have detailed information about the scholarships and admissions process that they have to offer. Those 30-minute presentations, I can tell you, I personally did those for you. I asked all the questions that I knew that you would ask. I asked the questions that I knew that my students as a college professor would need in order to make sure that they're going to be successful. So you're going to look here. You're going to be able to schedule a one-on-one session by contacting the college rep that I spoke to personally, okay? So you're going to be able to contact Courtney. There's an email address for Courtney there to be able to take a look at that. You're going to be able to listen to the video. And if you listen to the video, they give you the reps are giving you their cell phone numbers, their office numbers, their mother's numbers. They're giving you all their social media contact. You know, everything it is that you need to be able to do that. So I challenge you. Okay, so you can do this tonight. Okay, you're going to have the email addresses to over 100 colleges. Put together one generic email that says, hey, I'm interested in, hearing more about the colleges and that you have to offer. Put one generic email together, okay, send it out tonight to over 100 colleges, okay, and have them get back to you on what they have to offer. Do all 100 of them, even if it was one that you didn't have any, that you've never heard of before. Like John said, all colleges are not accepting everybody, so just make sure you got your options out there, plan A, plan B, and plan C, okay? One email, put all of the colleges in there, in the list or whatever, and see what you're going to get back. We've spent 4 months doing these interviews for this, so that you wouldn't have to do a whole lot of work. We're going to get you directly in front of 100 colleges or whatever, and let them know that you're with Infinite Scholars, making sure that they waive the application fee. You're going to come back and get accepted, okay, at least these 100 and some colleges. And they know that if you say you're with Infinite Scholars, that we've got the best students out there. At least I think so. So you're going to be able to do that. So again, it's going to be part of your homework assignment when we talk about it, but here's the alphabetical list of all the colleges so that you can replicate your Infinite Scholars scholarship experience. In our household, we took a little bit different measure when it came to college. So the first daughter decided that she was going to go to college the traditional way, and that worked out well for us. Okay, but the second daughter decided that actually she had decided in 8th grade. John talks about the pipeline, had decided in 8th grade that Army ROTC was, and it was a choice for her, and the Army was the final choice for her. So it worked out well for us. Okay, parents, for me, it's just an option to be able to listen to parents. My daughter has an associate's degree, a bachelor's degree, and a master's degree. It didn't cost me a dime, and she has money of her own and, a full career. She's been in the military over 23 years. Okay, very, very proud of everything that she's done. So to tell you a little bit more about the Army ROTC program, we have Stephen Johnson, who's a recruiting operations officer, Army ROTC. And remember, I was telling you about the other March to Success program. And so we have Debbie Saltmarsh, who's the educational specialist with U.S. Army recruiting, to give you information on the March to Success. So we're going to get started with Stephen.
Hello, everybody. Like Dr. Dorsey said, my name is Mr. Stephen Johnson. I work with all the colleges and universities in the Wake County area in North Carolina. So today I'm just going to speak with you briefly about the Army ROTC scholarship. So basically, let's just talk about ROTC real quick. ROTC stands for Reserve Officer Training Corps, and it's a college course that leads to a career in the Army. And it leads to a career in the Army after you graduate. There's really 3 components to the Army. There's the U.S. Army, which is what we consider active duty. And then in the reserves, there's a National Guard, and then there's a regular Army Reserves. You can win the scholarship, and be selected for any one of these 3 areas after you graduate. The Army Scholarship itself, the Army ROTC Scholarship, it provides full financial assistance for you as a college student and all applicable fees, okay? Or you can take the option of the room and board option, and it'll give you $10,000 a year for room and board, okay? Either one of these options, as a scholarship winner, you'll receive a stipend of $420 a month, as well as another $1,200 a year for textbooks, classroom supplies, and equipment. Now, here's how it works. The $420 a month, the $1,200 annually for textbooks and stuff goes directly into your bank account if you are a scholarship winner. Now, here's a time frame. Seniors, you can apply online between June, which is already passed, and February of 2021, okay? Once you get your application in, the applications are actually evaluated by selection boards, okay? Throughout the year, there's actually 3 selection boards. We've already missed the deadline for the first selection board, but don't worry, there's 2 more selection boards. The second selection board meets in January. To compete for that selection board, you have to have all your documents into the application portal by the 11th of January, okay? Now, the last selection board meets in March, and the last day to have your information online for that selection board is 1 March of 2021. Now, here's the most important date. February 4th is the last day that you can actually create an application online. So if you're interested in this scholarship, you must get into the portal and complete your application before the 4th of February. Okay, here are the requirements for the scholarship. Okay. You must have a cumulative GPA of 2.5 coming out of high school. You must be between the ages of 17 and 26, which I hope most of you are. You must have an SAT score of 1,000 or higher, or an ACT score of 19 or higher. Okay, those are the requirements. Now, this is how you apply. Very simple. And I struggled to figure out a way to kind of make this a little bit more elaborate, but it's simple. You just go to this website right here, www.goarmy.com/ROTC. And it'll take you right to this website right here. Once you're at this website, you go scroll down and it'll take you to this page right here. And as a high school student, you click on scholarships, okay? This page right here will take you to this next page right here, specifically designed for high school students. And you just click the blue button that says apply now. Now on these pages is other information about what we've talked about, but it's simple. This is where you actually apply for the scholarship. And then of course, the next page you'll go to is the page that if you're a returning user, you can go to. If you're a brand new user, you can go to as well. And on this page, you'll see the deadline dates as well. And once you're in, of course, there's a privacy security notice. So to let you know that all the information that you put into the application is private. It's not shared with anybody. So you don't have to worry about your information being spilled out, okay? Now, as we're going through this session today, if you have more questions, feel free to go to the chat button and ask questions. We're here, we've got panelists online that can answer all your questions about the Army ROTC Scholarship. Now I'm going to turn this over to Miss Debbie Saltmarsh, who's going to talk to you about the March to Success program.
All right, good afternoon. Can people hear me? Oh, there I am. Hey, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Debbie Saltmarsh. I am with the Army Recruiting Battalion in Raleigh. I'm called an education specialist. And I just want to kind of show you a website that we have called march2success.com. So I'm going to show you the website and kind of some of the highlights of it. This is an excellent program to use for ACT and SAT prep. Let's see if I'm doing this right. Okay, let's see. Let's try this again. Okay, here we are. So this is the website. Can everybody see this? Okay, so here's the website, march2success.com. So some of the highlights on here that I think most of y'all would be interested in is it has free ACT and free SAT prep. So I just want to show you, if it will let me go in. Okay, so here's some of the things on the program. We have ACT, SAT. Again, it has 7 full-length time tests for each. This is the home page. For some reason, it's not letting me play around on the website. It's probably user error. I apologize. But once you go on the website, you can click on this blue button right here, and it will play the video for you. That'll give you a good overview of the program and where to find everything. But what I would recommend is once you go in and register, you're going to go to ACT and SAT prep. It has 7 full-length time tests for each of them. It has flashcards to help you study, and it is all absolutely free program sponsored by the Army. Definitely check it out. I apologize for my not being very tech savvy on this, but if anybody has any questions, feel free to leave them in the chat room and I'll try and answer anything I can. But again, free website. It also has customized curriculum in English, math, and science if you're struggling in any of those areas, as well as specific for medical if you're interested in nursing. It has stuff to help practice for nursing tests as well. So a lot of good stuff. The website, march2success.com. So definitely check it out. And please reach out on chat if you have any specific questions. Thank you, and y'all have a good day.
Thank you both for that great amount of information. So remember, ROTC is an option. Take a look at it, pay attention to it, play around with it. That March to Success program is absolutely phenomenal. There are a lot of college readiness programs that charge thousands of dollars to help you prep for the Army ROTC. To help you prep for the ACT or SAT. And so if you can get it for free, obviously that's a word that you all absolutely love, is free. Now, one of the things that I said, and as a professor, I know that my students don't always like to read. And so even though if I provide a scholarship guide of 40 pages of information, okay, reading is not always necessarily their thing. And that's for some of my students, not for all of them. And so what we've always done in the classroom was we tried to find videos, because some people are visual learners, okay? So for those that are visual learners and not necessarily auditory, we try to figure that out. And so Infinite Scholars has done the same thing. We have scoured the web, spent several months trying to find all of the best videos that are going to give you strategies for how to be able to be successfully take a look at your scholarship search. So let's go over some of the videos that are going to be part of our program. Okay, so there's a video out there that's called the FAFSA video. Now, the FAFSA is a free application for federal student aid. This program gives you access to all the free grants that the government has to offer, loans, work study programs, whatever. I think that the program opened up as of October 1st. Everyone will have to fill out this FAFSA, whether you're looking for federal money, whether you're looking for state money. Even some colleges require you to fill this out. Have to look out. Everybody has to fill this out, and this video will help you out with information on that. You've heard a lot when we talked about March to Success, and even when John was talking about the testing. In light of testing cancellations and obstacles created by COVID-19, more than half of all four-year colleges have decided to go test optional for the fall 2021 admissions and possibly beyond. So what does that mean? Should you still test? How does the lack of a test score impact scholarship opportunities? This excellent video will share that information with you. There are multiple types of federal student aid. The Office of Federal Student Aid at the U.S. Department of Education offers over $150 billion, remember, a year in the form of grants, free money, work study, and loans. Okay, this video will explain the different types of aid, but more importantly, how important it is to apply for that. With all of this money that they have, they still cannot give out money. Again, it's mind-boggling to me that $80 million a year, okay, last year alone went unused because students didn't apply for this money. Free money out there, we're not applying for it. Okay, mind-boggling. If you want to search for private scholarships, I saw one of the questions in the chat earlier about private scholarships, so that'll go along in addition with the scholarships that the colleges have to offer. There are multiple websites, but we've done the work for you, and we've narrowed it down to the top 3 websites that you should search for private scholarships, okay? And there's a video here that explains those 3 to you. Scholarship displacement is a new word that's going to have to be part of your vocabulary. You're going to have to make sure that your outside scholarships don't replace your federal or institutional aid. Sometimes scholarships are not going to cover the total cost of attending college, especially those of you that want to go to, big, high-end colleges. Scholarship is not going to cover everything. So if you're thinking about taking out a federal student loan to help pay for the difference in college or career school, you're going to check out this video to learn about your responsibilities as a borrower and what you should consider when taking out loans for college. If you really want to save yourself some money, community colleges are the best place to get an entry-level degree or complete 2 years before transferring to a 4-year program. You're going to save thousands of dollars by starting out at a community college first. How do you get access to all of these videos that's going to provide you all this information? Again, you're going to go to our website and you're going to go to the resources tab. Once you go to the resources tab, you're going to click the drop down and it's going to have topic video library. Okay. I just went over a few of them. Here is what the drop down is going to look like. It's going to have all the videos there that we have. We keep finding more and adding more each day, but this is a quick, if you're a visual learner, this is a quick way of going over some of the information that you can do, that you can get. So let's take a look at some of these videos. We've got a little bit of time in our schedule to show you what a few of them look like.
If you're interested in financial aid for college or career school, you're going to need to fill out the free application for federal student aid, or FAFSA. It takes most people about 30 minutes to complete online, and the best part, it's 100% free, and it provides you with access to grants, loans, and work-study funds from the federal government. And many colleges and states use FAFSA information to provide their own college or state financial aid. Before you fill out the FAFSA, it's a good idea to create your FSA ID, a username and password that lets you electronically sign your FAFSA and gives you access to various websites related to federal student aid. And here's an important tip. If your parent is providing information on your FAFSA, he or she will need his or her own FSA ID. Visit studentaid.gov/FSA ID for more information. Your FAFSA can be completed online at fafsa.gov, and help is provided throughout the online application process. You will need to fill out the FAFSA each year you are in school because your financial situation may change. Plus, you may be able to automatically transfer your tax data from the IRS, making the application even quicker to fill out. Each state and college or career school sets its own deadline for the FAFSA, so it's best to get it done early. Since some of the funds are available on a first-come, first-served basis, you don't want to miss out. Now that you know about the FAFSA, you might be asking, well, how much money will I get? Your college or career school will do the math, and there's a simple formula that they use. First, the college takes your cost of attendance, which is the total amount it will cost you to go to that school. Your cost of attendance will vary from school to school. Then, the college subtracts your expected family contribution, or EFC. Your EFC is based on information provided in your FAFSA and will not change based on the school you attend. However, the EFC is not necessarily the amount of money you will have to pay. Basically, your cost of attendance minus your EFC equals your financial need. Your college uses your financial need and other information to determine how much financial aid you can receive. See? Pretty simple. If you have questions or need more information, please visit studentaid.gov.
Hi, it's Christina and we're talking test tips. And today we're going to talk about whether or not you should still take the SAT and or the ACT. So today we're going to talk about how some colleges and universities are changing their admission requirements. Some are allowing for testing optional applications, and this can create more questions than it actually answers. And the big one being, should you still take the SAT and or the ACT? So I'd like to talk about a cause and effect relationship that I have seen before. So when the Common App was first made available, it was revolutionary. A student could fill out this one form and it was all or most of what you needed to apply to the school. Well, this greatly eased the difficulty for students when it came to applying to multiple schools, and thus students began applying to 3 times as many schools as they had in the past. However, just because it was easier to apply to a school, it did not mean that it was easier to get in. And we are seeing this very similar situation right now. Many schools have reduced their testing requirements and allowed for testing optional application, but this does not mean that it will be easier to get in. Oh no, just because a test score is not required, it does not mean that the school will be easier to get into. So schools are not changing how many students or the quality of students that are admitted. In fact, what we're probably going to see is that the percent admittance goes down. So percent admittance is determined by the total number of students admitted divided by the total number of applicants. So if a school is not admitting more students, but more students are applying, right? Same numerator, but larger and larger denominator, then the percent admittance is going to go down. In other words, the school becomes harder to get into. So what does this mean for you? Well, this means that applying with a test score, even if it's optional, is just one way to distinguish yourself from the other applicants. It provides the school with a fuller picture of you and your academic abilities. Look, schools will know what tests are and were available at what times, even if it varies by state. In other words, let's say that a kid from your school applies with a test score and you do not. So who do you think will have a more complete application, right? Think of it like the other student is providing yet another piece of information, even if it's not required. Additionally, if you're thinking of applying for a scholarship, they will likely still have testing requirements. Scholarships need a variety of quantitative data, right? Objective data to verify that scholarship recipients are meeting minimum requirements. So choosing not to take the SAT or the ACT could make these scholarship opportunities unavailable to you. So the takeaway here is that if you can take a test, then you should. So we know that a lot is changing and changing week by week. So you want to make sure that you are checking the SAT and the ACT website for overall testing timeline, changes in registration, or other policies. And additionally, you want to monitor your individual testing site. So as different regions are making distinct decisions, it's important to know what's happening at your specific testing location. All right, happy practicing.
If you need help paying for college or career school, the Office of Federal Student Aid might be your best option. We offer more than $150 billion to students each year in the form of grants, loans, and work-study funds. And federal student aid can be used to pay for school expenses, such as tuition, room and board, and books and supplies. After you've filled out the free application for federal student aid, or FAFSA, you'll receive an award letter from each school you list on your FAFSA. This letter explains both the federal and non-federal financial aid options that a school is offering you. So let's talk about federal aid. If you qualify for and receive a federal grant, you won't have to repay the money. That will definitely help offset the cost of school, but you may still need additional help. If so, a federal student loan might be your answer. Remember, a student loan is just like any other loan. It's borrowed money that will have to be repaid with interest. If you plan to take out a loan, consider federal student loans first. Compared to private student loans, federal student loans often have lower fixed interest rates and offer many benefits that you won't find otherwise. For example, when it's time for you to repay your federal student loan, your loan servicer can work with you to find the best repayment plan for your individual needs. Plus, you may be able to adjust your loan payments based on your income. You also may be able to defer your federal loan payments, deduct student loan interest on your taxes, and even consolidate your eligible federal student loans into one loan with one monthly payment. Federal loans can even be forgiven based on certain types of employment. Getting a work-study job is another great option to help pay for school. Eligible undergraduate and graduate students will be able to earn at least minimum wage. If you have questions or need assistance, you can contact the financial aid office at your college or career school or visit studentaid.gov for more information.
Hey, are you still searching scholarships in Google? That's an okay start, but it will only get you so far. Don't worry though, here are top scholarship sites we recommend and what you should look out for. Remember, many scholarship sites will collect and sell your data and information, so be cautious and mindful of what you're signing up for. All right, here's a list. Number 1, JLV scholarships. There's no sign up required, it's consistently updated, and has set categories to help you find scholarships you qualify for, like age, college major, grade level, gender, interest, and more. Number 2, FastWeb. You do have to create an account, so be mindful of what you are agreeing to and the information you are sharing. That said, FastWeb is great at matching you with scholarships that you qualify for. Number 3, scholarships.com. You will need to create an account, so again, be mindful of what you agree to. They have a massive database of scholarships and they help match you. Happy scholarship searching. If you need more help, text hello to 335577 or head to getschooled.com. Have you subscribed to our channel yet? Make sure you do so right now. Bye!
You have just been probably inundated with a wealth of information over the past hour about all of the scholarships, the different programs that we have here, everything, the videos. You just saw like only like 3 or 4 of them. There are more videos than that. Again, for my students who are visual learners, okay, it's a great way for you to be able to go out there and be able to get the information. So let me review for you exactly what we've covered over the past hour, and then let me give you your homework assignment for what's going on next. One of the first things that we've done in every single session, we've talked about making sure that you go to the resources tab on our website, www.infinitescholar.org. You're going to go down to the resources tab, and everything that we've discussed there, the scholarship guide information is there, information on more college offers is there, the college video library where you're going to schedule your one-on-one appointments is there. The topic video library, all of the ones that we just saw is there, as well as information on the Army ROTC program. Remember, one of the first things that we talked about is that scholarship guide. Remember, it's 40 pages of information. The first thing that you're going to do, someone said, well, what do I do next? So one of the first things you're going to do is download that scholarship guide. That scholarship guide, if nothing else, is going to give you access to 35 different scholarships that you can apply for just by doing that, plus all the additional information, as well as the micro scholarships that you can get while you're doing right now. Download the scholarship guide from our website. The information is going to be, wonderful. The topic videos library, I only showed you 4 of the videos. There are more videos out there than that. Again, they're short, 3 to 5 minutes, that will just give you a wealth of information, quick tip at your fingertips. For a lot of my students, this is the best, this is the way they like to learn. So that's there for you. I want you to be able to replicate the process that you would have had if you were at a physical fair. And that's why I'm asking you to make sure that you go and view the 100 colleges and university videos and the college library. I'm telling you, one of the easiest ways to do that, and somebody said to me earlier, the emails are right there. Craft a general email message that says, hey, I'm interested in everything you have, and send out one email to all 100, send out a group email to all 100 of the colleges and let them get back to you. You have heard from multiple people, from Christina on the videos, from John Meadows, from us, is that all colleges are not accepting everybody who wants to apply. So you need to make sure that you have your options open. When Infinite Scholar says the possibilities are infinite, they're saying that because they want you to have more than one option. At any scholarship fair, we have seen students walk out with dozens of different scholarships that they can just go home and sit down and decide which ones work better for their situation, or better yet, who's going to give you the most money, so that you can make sure that you're doing it for free. That's what you're going to do. You're going to contact the recruiters identified on there, okay? Again, you're going to send them an email. You're going to listen to the videos. Some of them, you call them. When they give you their numbers, they tell you that you're able to text. I know a lot of you don't talk on the telephone. You like texting. Well, listen to the videos. They're going to give you their text information. They're going to give you their social media. So if you want to reach them on, social media and Facebook or Twitter, so a lot of them are providing all of their social media information too, as well as the colleges have social media sites too, to be able to take a look at that. But you are going to get the one-on-one experience that you would have had by being part of an Infinite Scholarship Fair. Now, I know some of you are asking, well, if you want me to call, why did you tell me that I need to have my transcripts and resumes and essay ready for this event? Because if you are ready, you don't have to worry about getting ready. Okay, if when you contact the colleges, if they say to you, could you send me your transcripts, your resume, or your essay, whatever they're requiring, you're going to have the information at your fingertips to be able to take a look at that. If you don't have the information digitally, you know, this is a new age of technology. You can take a picture of it and be able to send it out. So you're going to have your information already available so that you can send it to the colleges who are looking for it. College scholarship searching is not a sprint. It is not something that's going to happen overnight. You're asking someone to give you $30, $40, $50,000, you know, to help you with your, you know, to help you with your goal, you know, of graduating with college, you know, of having a particular career. It may require you to do a little bit more work. It is a marathon. It may require you to include your parents, to include your guidance counselors, to include your career counselors, to include the people in the neighborhood, you know, that are helping you. But it is a follow-up. If they ask you for more information, fine. You know, if they, you know, make sure that you get that out to them. Follow up, follow up, follow up. One of the easiest things to do, okay, out of all of this is that in a couple of days, you're going to get an email from more college offers, okay? In that email, it's going to ask you to set up your password, and update your profile. Remember, John already said, he already started some of the process for you. The information that you provided now will be the information that's there. So you can set up your password, update your profile, and this information, then with a click of a button, he's going to send all your information to 450 colleges so they can contact you. You don't even have to go looking for them. They can contact you with, you know, whether or not you want to be part of their program. And then finally, you're going to visit the Army ROTC. Even if you had never thought about it, listen to it as an option. When my daughter approached me with it, it wasn't one of the things that was on the top of my list, but when we approached it as an option, it was definitely something that we decided to take a look at, and it has definitely paid off for our families, okay? And as well as the March to Success program. Christina just got finished telling you how test scores are going to help you in your search for scholarships, not necessarily to get admitted, but in your search for scholarships. And so you obviously want to put yourself in the best light possible. So you're going to go out on the website, the Army ROTC program, the March to Success program. And if you're a fashionista like me, you can register to win the Army camouflage hoodie, which is, again, I'm biased because I'm a military mother. That goes along with everything. So being able to take a look at that. Now, I know my students, they always like a cheat sheet. So guess what? I put everything, all of your homework assignment, what to do next. Okay, I put what to do next instead of homework, but that's what I really meant. You know, what to do next right here. So you can screenshot this. You can take a picture of it. You can update your notes that we're going to have. I'm going to leave this up here on the screen for you for a while, so you can take a look at this. Make sure that you update your notes, that you have anything else too. I want to thank you so much for taking your time this evening to participate in our virtual scholarship fair. Remember, at Infinite Scholars, our tag is the possibilities are infinite, and that's what we want to have for you. Infinite possibilities in your scholarship search. Once again, this is Laura Dorsey with Infinite Scholars. Thank you so much, and have a great evening.